Yo, what's up, guys? What is going on? Hope y'all doing well. Welcome back. I can't with Dortmund. Just you guys shot yourself in the foot. This should have been an easy one. This should have been an easy one. There's no reason why I just can't. I mean, pretty much Bayern gave it to you like I don't know how many weeks ago with that game that they lost. It was like here's the keys to the cabinet. Go get yourself that trophy. It's all yours because we obviously don't want it. And I wanted Dortmund to win. At the beginning of the season, or when I started covering Dortmund games, I said I want Dortmund, especially when I heard that Bayern ended up winning this thing for 10 years in a row. I was like, okay, time to break that streak, time to add something different into it, why not? But the more I saw subsequent games of Dortmund, the more I realized, like, I don't think they have what it takes. Yeah, no. The games that they should have won, they ended up, like, dropping the ball, like, hard. Obviously, they can't compete. They don't have the potential. I'm like, fine, Bayern, go ahead, make it 11th. But then Bayern's also screwing the pooch. Like Bayern's also having a really hard time. You know, it's just come on. I'm not saying because it's Mainz, but you're at home and it's the last game. You just have to win this game. Don't tell me it's like the pressure. I think the pressure should have been an excitement. You understand, an excitement that like, wow, Bayern just did us a huge favor. Oh, we got this. There's no way. Or maybe that overconfidence. You underestimated your opponent. It could be a case of that. Because those two early goals, damn, that was bad. That first goal, like, how do you let somebody score from that angle? There's no way that should have gone in. Let's be honest. And then I think it was Emre Can, like, why aren't you following your marker? You let this guy Olsen just by himself. I don't think I could blame Kobel, although I don't think I could blame Kobel because Kobel, you know, it's a corner kick. Kobel's not going to be in the first post, right? That's Emre Can. Now the second goal, I thought it was just a case of like, you know, because you could say like, oh, Hummels and I can't remember who was in back of him. I don't think it was Sula. They could have done a better job at covering Anisiwo. But you could also say that was a really good center. That was a perfect center to Anisiwo. And the header, I mean, from that distance, there's no way he's gonna miss, and there's no way Cole was gonna block that. So Hummels could have done a better job because he did see him. He knew he was in back of him, and then the other Dortmund defender, I mean, he had a panoramic view to be able to tell Hummels, hey, he's in back of you, or he himself go up to Anisiwo and prevent him from scoring. Horrible defending, and I've seen that before in other games with Dortmund. And so they only have themselves to blame at that point. And after that, the whole game was pretty much defending for Mainz, staying in the back. And they did a really, really good job. I thought they could have done another 90 minutes of that. And I think, let me see, Dortmund had the Sula, I think it was the 6th minute at the beginning of the game. It was a shot. Nothing really was going to come out of that. Then the Guerreiro, I thought the in-swinger from Guerreiro, the shot that went over the crossbar, I thought that was going to be the first goal. And then Brandt had a really good run, got through one marker, and then, had the hook in. And lucky for him, the Mainz defender ended up slipping, and I thought he was going to hit it to the second post. That was going to be one hell of a goal. First post, and Dahmen ends up covering that. That was pretty much it for Dortmund in the beginning. There was only what ended up happening in the second half when they introduced Bukoku, this kid, Duranville, and Reina, which was that individual brilliance. I thought Malen did that in the beginning when he got past 2-3 markers. I think combined with Guerreiro gave him a ball that left him completely by himself in the 16-yard box. And when he centered it, there was nobody in the middle. That was like the only thing that I saw like, oh, that was different. That, you know, they broke that defensive line, but that was it. And like I said, it was only until the 55th minute, I think, when they introduced Bukoku. Duranville came on. I've never heard of this kid, 17 years old. That's crazy. I mean, he got past his marker anytime he wanted to. It was almost as if the guy wasn't even there. Amazing with the ball. Just really good choices. And the centers were always perfect. Near perfect. So, I want to see more of this kid. I can't believe he hasn't been playing. I mean, he's also 17, so I guess he was 16, really young. But still, what an amazing talent, Duranville. And then Reina, when he came in, he changed the game too. Because of him came the first goal with Guerreiro, that combination, the 1-2. And really good placement by Guerreiro. The second goal came too late, 96th minute. But you know what? 92nd minute. But between that, and that's when they said, Bayern Cologne ended up scoring. And there was a chance. But there was so much. After the first goal for Dortmund, they had way too many chances. I thought that they were going to score. I said it's only a matter of time till they score, because when they scored the first goal, it was that same pattern. It's like they're gonna score right now. They were getting so many opportunities, because before that, in the first, it was just constantly just throwing the ball in the box. That's all Dortmund had, and it was only until these kids came in and they just changed everything for Dortmund. They looked like a different team. It was such a nice change seeing these young kids, this new blood coming and doing something completely different from what Dortmund was doing in the first half. But again, late, too little, too late with Sula of all people, and a really good control, bringing it down, hooking it into his left in midair, doing all that in midair. And yes, it was deflection, but still. And by that point, I think it was Musiala that ends up scoring for Bayern. You should have won this. You only have yourselves to blame. And even Bayern, I wouldn't be so happy if I was Bayern, because I think the perfect way to summarize this for Bayern is a Kimmich reaction to the crowd. He was just looking at them. And I want to believe that he's thinking, wow, we got so, by the skin of our teeth, we got so lucky. Yeah, we got so lucky. Damn. I'm not saying they shouldn't celebrate this, because it is a win. It's another title, 11 years in a row. That's no small feat. That's huge. But damn, did they drop the ball too. They choked as well. But Dortmund choked even harder. I was so frustrated, because they were so close, but then they weren't. And then they started, switching gears towards the end. It's like, okay, now we got it. Now we can do this. Now we can win. It's like, oh, we're in the match. It's like the light bulb just turned on and said like, oh, we're in a match. We're in a match for the title. Let's start playing like we're fighting for a title, right? So, nah, I'm not with this. I'm not with this. Screw that, Dortmund. Like, so close. But then again, hey, man. I wish, Leipzig, or better yet, Union Berlin would have won this. Because I never heard of Union Berlin until this season. But obviously, they didn't have what it takes either. But it would have been nice to see them, because Bayern and Dortmund were, they were not themselves, right? Especially Bayern, they were not themselves. But Dortmund, it would have been such a delight seeing, so nice seeing Dortmund for a change to win this. So yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Really, that's all I got. This is the last game. Yeah, this is the last game. I will try to cover, I think they're going to play a friendly against Manchester United, so I'll try to cover that. Until then, thank you so much again for watching these videos, guys. Stay tuned, as always, for future videos, and I'll catch you in the next match. Tschüss!